Can I get something quick?
Hey, Lee, look. I learned my lesson. No fucking blue ink. I know what they say. No blue ink. Yeah, there you go. Wait, this is red. Hey, should I sign with red? Cause they say they can do this. This ain't black. Here you go though, bro. I can't.
Alright, big dog. Wait a minute, let me just check my mic it up. Yeah, sometimes my mic be fucked up. You know, yeah. Yeah, so my mic good though. My mic good. Shit, I hate that. Hey, what's good? What's up? I'm gonna do this a little bit like this. Let's just hit back where it was, right? Yeah, just go back. Alright, it's fine. It's all easy. Do do do. Dum 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 dum. Yo, so I'm back like I always left. That's some shit together, dog, man. Yeah, so we back at it like some not homodon crack addicts, but we back at it like it's crazy. It's crazy to be like that, right? So yeah, right now I'm in that tight mind space, bro. I'm like that mind space that I need to be at though, but it's crazy. Especially when I wanna like get in the totem, like get my mental on and really structure my shit, but it's really hard though. Because it's been a minute since I've been back to streaming, like a couple of days. So I'm back now and I'm streaming, and somehow I fell short on what on what I wanted to stream about. So I'm back now and I'm really trying to get this, like get it on. Let's get it on type vibes. Yeah, so man, the past couple of days been tough, dog. Past couple of days have been tough, fam. Like literally a whole bunch of shit happened in the past couple of days when shit was popped off and I didn't want it to pop off, and then it immediately just popped off. Cause man, there's a lot of things that happened, bro. Like a lot of things that happened, and especially for me when I was at work. A lot of shit happened when I was at work, like crazy. But mostly the fact that I'm trying. I've been trying. Hopefully things is gonna get better. Hopefully things is gonna get to that point, man. Like, like last weekend, bro, was a tough weekend because I had like to work not like a double, but more of a fact that I have to work a little bit extra. And hey, let me start off with this, right? So Friday, right? Last week Friday, we was at work. Me and a partner of mine, my partner, we doing our thing. Now, mind you, I'm the person that starts the late shift, and he's the person that starts the early shift. So he's starting the early shift. I'm like, all right, cool, dog, got it. So whenever we're at work, right? There was like this arrangement that was made. Whoever starts the early shift handles everything for the day until half of the day is gone. Whoever starts the late shift handles the rest of the day. You dig what I'm saying? Because who starts the early shift goes early home. Who starts the late shift go late home. That's how it is, right? So, mind you, there was this agreement already. Me and my partner already agreed on this long time ago. So Friday come, he's early, I'm late. So me being late, I have to do all the late duties. And yeah, so I'm like, cool, fine. I let dude handle everything that he needs to handle. I let dude handle everything that he needs to handle, everything everything that it requires your job to do in the early shifts, right? But here's the strange thing for me. Here's the strange thing for me. Dude was literally having it all. Like he was literally going out, and which I'm like, yeah, because that's what we do in the early morning. That's what we do when you start the early shift. You go out. You have to go all out by working, pushing, getting that out. That's what we do. And so in my mind is, uh, yeah, it's part of our job. You gotta go all out. It's part of our job because in the early morning things get a little bit busy and tricky. I'm there to help you, but I'm not gonna be in your space the whole time because for that early job is yours. I'm doing the end of day job because I'm working till the end of day. So I'm doing this. I'm helping on the floor, doing a whole lot of things, correcting shit on the floor, right? He's there doing his thing. He's popping out, he's showing out, he's doing everything, and somehow, mind you, somehow our manager, right, sees all this. He's alone there, but he's not alone. He's just alone in eyesight. He's not alone working, but he's just alone in eyesight. So they look for me. They check me. Oh, shit, I'm working. I'm working here on the floor, helping the people on the floor. And mind you, we actually run a section of the floor that's at the toes. You know, we got get at the cash registers. Like we run that. We run that section of the store and there's people are running the section on the floor, but mind you, there's only one person that is on the floor. So I'm helping him. So I'm helping out, just doing my thing, right? Boom. No, there was two, but the other person was the back floor and two in the front. One on the floor, one at the back, two in the front. So two in the front, too much. So I'm thinking like you can't handle it on your own. You can handle it on your own. So I'll leave that food for him to handle on his own. So mind you, I get back, right? So right now I get back and then I'm thinking to like, cool. Dude got the handle up. Friday come, everything was just popping, everything was just going good. Beautiful workflow. Everything was just going smooth. Everything was going smooth during the day. The whole workflow was just going smooth. So then managers come to the floor to see how the floor is operating. They see him alone at the section where there need to be two people, but they see him alone. So right now they only see him right there alone, but he's not alone. Mind you, he's not alone because I come and assist because he's assisting other people. I assist with my operators and stuff, so I have to assist them too, authorizing this and this and that. So back and forth with the back and forth run. I didn't say nothing about oh yeah why that. So cool. The Friday the day ends, right? So the next day is me and him alone again. But now the person that was supposed to be on the floor is alone. He's one person. So we two at a small section of what can be controlled. And there's only one person for the whole floor that needs to be controlled. So I'm thinking to myself, I'm gonna help this person on the floor. And this is Saturday, mind you, this is Saturday. I'm gonna help this one person that needs to be on the floor. The whole floor is his. So I'm gonna help him to divide the floor so we can actually split it up. He works that section, I works this section, so we can come in the middle, and then we know the work is done for the day. Him, fine, he's good because that's not a lot of things to do. In because he works in the morning, so that's a lot of things to do in the morning. But when it comes to my shift or later, the store's more quieter, right? The store's quiet. So I get up, I do my thing, help my colleague on the floor get that done and everything. So mind you, everything on the floor, I'm already working there. Everything on the floor, I'm working there. Here's the kicker. I get off the floor. I go to assist they're at the registrations, at the cash registers. So I go into assist there, help him authorize because he's on the phone. So I help him authorize. I stay there for about a good hour or two. I stay there helping him. He's up and down, up and down. So I'm cool. Like, all right, cool. You early, so you got to be up and down, up and down. Cool, fine. So the day was going smooth. Everything was going smooth. He didn't fall off track. I didn't fall off track. Nobody fall off track. Everybody got each other. So, dude was getting his things done. And then, here's the other part. I go back to the floor. Now, mind you, he shifts ends earlier on weekends. An hour early on weekends. So we shifts ends an hour early on weekends, which is cool, fine, cool. Go home. Now, mind you, I have to run out the whole section, helping this nigga on the floor, and be at the registers. I have to be there and on the floor, and me and him rotate amongst it. Me and him rotate amongst it. If I'm too busy and he's closer, you go authorize. If it's mostly my job, and if he's too busy, I go do things, and there's a lot of things that we needed to do, but there's a lot of areas that needs to be touched in the store that most people don't touch. Here's what I got a problem with. Everybody doing their job that they need to do. Everybody got their own section of jobs. Everybody run their shit like they need to run it. Here's my problem. A manager, keep in mind, we have like a lot of managers in our store, but we have our own section of a manager, another manager, and another manager have their own sections. So mind you, right? One manager go tell a colleague of mine, look here, dog, I got something to tell you. And hey, my colleague did come to me and tell me like, yo, dog, this is what the manager said about you. So he came, so he talked about the manager in the office. Now, keep this in mind. I saw them being in the office talking to each other, and this is when the day ends, right? This is when the day ends. The store's closed. We doing an inventory check. We doing our back to the shelf packing. We doing our scanning of reduced items. We doing all this in this a 1 hour short in a 1 hour span of time. We doing all this in that 1 hour span time. So we doing it, right? We're running through it. Mind you, I was looking for him because I got stuff that I want to go knock out. So I go to him, looking for him actually. Then I was looking for him, then I saw him and the manager. Okay, cool, y'all talking, so it's cool. Y'all probably in the meeting. Don't want to disturb that meeting, so I moved away. So I moved outside. Me moving away from it. Alright, cool. Day ends, lock up, cool, lock up. Next day come. It's only me, a manager, and a colleague of mine that he talked to in the office. It's only the three of us. Now, mind you, he is alone, the manager, for 2 hours in the morning. He's alone for 2 hours in the morning. Until that time hits, before me and my other colleague needs to start our shift, he's alone in the morning. So, get there, talk, hash it out, go back and forth, boom. Now, here's the thing. My colleague decided to like spill some details that they were talking about in the office in this meeting. I said, nah, cool, I don't want to hear none of that because hey, that might be just a conversation between you and him. Say like, nah, it's not a conversation that involves just me and him. It's a conversation that involves me, him, and you. So I'm like, where do I fit in all this? He says like, all right, let me tell you. He says, the Friday when my partner was seemingly to be alone, he dominated me in an area where I'm more experienced in. So I'm thinking to myself, wait a minute, how does somebody dominate me in an area where I'm more experienced? He's senior in that situation. I have more experience of that area in my arsenal than my partner has, because my partner's still a rookie at this. But how my partner dominated me, I don't get. So I wanted to know about him, like how, in what sense did he dominate me? In what sense did he dominate me in that area of where we working at? So for him to be like, shit, that dude stand on business. That dude did everything that he was supposed. In what area? Because as far from my perspective, and even my operator's perspective, I was there. He was on the phone. He was literally on the phone. Alright, cool. He was helping other people getting their details on our system. Cool. That's cool. But he could have also said, like, look here, I can help you, but then someone else can help you that actually has the capability to go connect. Okay, but cool. You go do your thing, dog. I let you do your thing. And I help. I authorize there. I run up there. I have to go fetch this, that. And here's the crazy part. They only see like what they wanted to see, and not seeing the whole picture. You know what I'm saying? It's like you walking in. It's like you walking in a particular moment, but you only see one perspective of it, but you don't see the whole of the entire moment. You know what I'm saying? So you don't see all of that. You only walk in to see one particular moment. So I'm like, but I was running up and down. Like I was there, I was here, I was helping you, I was helping that on the floor, I was helping the people at the back. I was running up and down, doing what I always do. I worked the entire floor, not just one section. I worked the entire store. Not just one section that was allocated to me like most people do. They just want to work one section that's allocated to them because that section that has people. No, I worked the entire store. I have to run up for this. I have to run up for that. I have to run up for my own section. I have to run everywhere. And somehow a manager say, look here, your friend got dominated by his partner. So I'm like, all right, cool, bet. Now, I wanted to go talk to him and ask him about, yo, what was you talking about, dude? But then I was thinking to myself, shit, I don't want to name drop nobody because they are the two that talks. So what I have to do is just be on my own. So a Sunday comes, right? A Sunday comes and all of this happens, right? All of this happens. I was and keep this in mind. I hate the fact whenever one manager works, there's always this one pet that they have that follows them around. And mind you, I was the only one. It felt like I was the only one working on that Sunday because everybody was always at the back in the office in meetings and talking and all that. And I have to run up helping the customers, helping my peoples, helping the people on the floor, helping the people at the back. I was like everywhere. And when I asked them, wait, why did you ask dude over here? He's been at the back the whole time. Nah, he's busy. So what am I doing? Am I just standing there in front and just be like on my phone? Haha. Oh wow. Look at the new news. Oh, like am I just on my phone all day? Like I'm just scrolling through my phone watching vids, random videos and stuff, and I'm just like, yeah, you cool. I'm no, I'm not. I'm busy. I'm working here. I'm also running up and down for everybody. I'm helping my peoples, and I'm helping the peoples on the floor, and I'm helping the peoples at the back. Ow. Come on. And I'm not busy. So I talked to the manager, right, and say like, y'all having these meetings here at the back. Y'all having these meetings and these conversations here at the back. There's nobody to run the floor. I cannot be the only one running the floor because I need to be at my station and I need to be the other people's station because now other people's you gotta understand, bro. If you are placed in a position of being a leader, your team needs to be confident enough to come talk to you and ask you what is the plan of action. And if your team don't come to you or find you to talk to you about the plan of action, they will take the next leader of the next section that is also in the store. They will talk to them to find out what can they do. So I was on the floor. Mind you, the leader, the person that was in charge of the floor, the supervisor, he wasn't on the floor. He was at the back talking. And this is my friend. This is my friend. I told him, look here. I told him straight in his face. You got to be on the floor. You got to help your people. You got to assist them because somehow they don't know what to do because they standing at one place the whole time, packing out one shelf the whole time, and you're not there to watch them or watch how they move. You're not there. So get to getting. You know what I'm saying? Like get to getting. They was like, all right, cool, I got you, I hear you. I'm gonna go holler at them, talk to them a bit. Yeah. Whoa, whoop. So I said that he didn't pull up, and then I was like, God damn it. Why, man? Why? Why does it feel like I'm the only person that's working in the store? And then I talked to the manager about this, and he was like, I need to talk to my friend because that's my friend, and he's at the back having conversations. I'm like, you the manager, bro. Like, you the manager. I need to talk to you. You the one in charge of the whole shit. You the one. I need to come to you to talk. If that's the issue, because I already talked to him about it, he doesn't listen. I come to you. You feel what I'm saying? And you push me back to him. I'm like, all right, cool. Y'all have y'all conversations. I run the store. Then I run the store for the whole day. Comes at the end of the day, he tells me like, yo, good job for the day. I'm like, yeah, seems like I dominated some areas, doesn't I? And he looked at me like, huh? Then I walked off. Like I walked off like I said something important, which I know I didn't say anything important, but I walked off like I said something important. Like crazy. So after everything was done, right? Monday comes and I greeted him like normal. No animosity towards him. Talk to him like normal. Nothing bad. Nothing bad. Have a conversation. It didn't bring it up again. So I'm like, cool, cool. Everything is good. Everything is fine. Maybe everything is fine. Maybe everything is good. And now, me getting home late at night puts me in a state of being so tired that I cannot do streaming. Then, not only that, in the morning I have to wake up early to get to work, so I cannot do streaming because I'm so tired. I wake up a little bit late, so I cannot just come here and stream for like 30 minutes and then go out, and which I don't want to just stream for 30 minutes because I could stream for 30 minutes because 30 minutes is enough to get content out or whatever the case may be. But I wanted to like stream for a good amount hour because I like streaming for an hour because I do stream for like 30 minutes or less, but I like streaming for an hour because it's more time. It's more time consuming into that. So I'm like, cool. So it's been bothering me this whole week about how people at work don't actually see you doing the work. They only see the people that is always on that they piggyback right off. You know what I'm saying? Like they make them their pets. It's always those people that stands in the light. And the ones that actually does the work, they don't actually stand in the light. Which in case, I'm not saying that anybody is not doing the work because they doing the work. I'm not saying nobody's not doing the work, but because they doing the work. But still, man, like we here trying to get this paper, we trying to get this money, we trying to get the store right. And yet still we find ourselves in different places and with different views on everything in the store. So if we find ourselves in different places, different views in the store on everything, then we're gonna fall short of what we came here to do, because we're not working as a team. We're working divided amongst each other, because now one person has the favor of the whole management team, while another person doesn't have the favor of the management team, but he has the favor of his colleagues. But then in turn for him, he doesn't have the favor of his colleagues. Colleagues just tolerate him. That don't work, because I don't want it to work like that. Let's work as one. Me and you, we partners. Me and you, we partners. Me and you, we partners. We a whole team. We a whole team of collectors. We leaders in this one. So I don't want that division amongst us. But there is division amongst us, and it's sad that there is division amongst us, because now it's got to a point where we form this little bit of a clique. Everybody got their own clique in the store. Now this clique talks about that, this clique talks about that, and the other clique talks about that. Where me and my friend, we are always We are always looked at as like the mafia or whatever the case may be, because we always isolate ourselves from everybody and do the job when it comes to being do the job. But then the managers don't see us doing the job. The managers thinks we more rebels. We act rebel against them when they're actually trying to give us like an assignment to do, then we don't do it. But yet we do it. We do it so efficiently that we still help other people do their stuff. But they don't see that. They like, okay, cool, you done it, good, that you need to do it. But then they get mad when we do it, and then there's people around us that wants to talk to us because we're doing our job, but there's people also around us talking to us that wants to have a conversation with us, because it's boring at work if you don't have a conversation with your colleagues. It's boring at work when you just stand there packing out everything and then you're done packing, and what you gonna do? Look at the products like, okay, I put you from A because you need to be at A, but you need to be at B. So wait, like, nah, I don't want to do that. You packed out everything is in the right place, and then you look at it, looks the worst looks nice. Then what you gonna do? You're gonna move on to the next, and you keep on staying busy. But then you done with the whole work. You're done with everything. So what you gonna do? You're gonna find yourself work too to do, right? So that's what we do. We work, we finish working, and we find ourselves new work to do. It's always like that, and that's why they call us the mafia, because somehow when we done doing the work that the managers tell us to do, we find our own work to do at the end of the day, what the managers don't want us to do, or the managers didn't say that we need to do that. We just find our own work to do. Crazy. But yeah, that's what's up. That's been my entire week for now. That everything was good, but then it wasn't good, but then it was good. Like everything became good, and then it didn't become good, and then it became good again. Like, yeah, so that's what's up, man. I'm just gonna keep on doing what I initially wanted to do at work. I'm just gonna keep on doing what I initially do, and that's just be in my own space at work, be in my own lane in work. So not to bother anybody, not to like put no hate on nobody or do anything what anybody doesn't want to do. I'm just gonna be in my own lane, bro. I'm just gonna be in my own lane, do what I want to do, what I have to do, push out to say what I have to do, and just be there. That's just what it is for me. That's just what it is for me, and that's just what it's gonna be. No, so I'm just glad I can find I finally got the time to stream. I'm just glad that I finally got the time to stream, because streaming is what everybody wants to do right now. But streaming are popular for me, and I wanted to do streaming based on the fact that it's fun. It's fun to see people talking it out, hashing it out with people that they don't know. My grandfather always told me, a stranger's gonna give you the best advice ever than someone that's close to you. Because you gotta remember, a stranger doesn't know you, so he can't tell you the raw, unfiltered truth. Somebody close to you knows you, so they would think like, oh, you sensitive, so I cannot tell this, and I cannot say this, and I cannot say that. That's what my grandfather always told me. A person who's a stranger will give you the best advice you've ever had, and will give you the raw truth and unfiltered. And for that, I find streaming more appealing to that, because streaming is a platform where you can actually talk to people, random people, and somehow it turns into a community, and then you just like, yeah, this is what I want to do for the rest of my life. uh, Streaming initially, it wasn't the thing that I wanted to do at first. At first, all I wanted to do was music. At first, all I ever wanted to do was music. I still got my plaques for music, still got my plaques for dancing too, and all I ever wanted to do was just do music. And yet things got lazy for me when I started music. I got into a point of depression, because whenever I put out a song, the song doesn't do as well as it needs to do within the first month or two, and then I'll be like, shit, should I really do music? Because I'm not seeing the numbers that my music is doing. even though I'm considering to myself, damn, that's a good song, that's a good song, that's a great song, that's a fire song, the beat is fire, everything is fire. So I would just put out beats and songs like that randomly without promotion and anything, just putting it out there and just let people hear it. But and then I fell short of the fact that I should have actually did promo behind it, but I didn't do promo behind it. I just dropped it and be like, yeah, it's in the air. Hey, people watch it. I don't care. It's in the air now. I don't care. And I didn't actually think about it because I needed to do promo behind my songs, but I didn't do promo behind my songs. So I fell into this mind space of like, if I drop a song, people's gonna fuck with it. If people don't fuck with it, fine, cool, I don't care. I dropped into that mind space, and that kind of like put me in a depressing state because I backtracked everything. So in my mind, I backtracked everything. So I had to go back and watch. And then I started making songs, helping people making songs. So I started like helping niggas to actually get their producing skills right. Helped a couple of friends of mine, helping with their songs, helping with their writing, helping with everything what they got in the area of songs. Because now I have got such an extensive learning phase of doing music, going to other people's studios, recording with them, listening to what they got, seeing what they doing with editing and everything, being on in the production of a song. So I seen what they did. I went on YouTube. People on YouTube helped me, and watching these YouTube videos of a whole bunch of people just making beats, making songs, producing and everything. So I'm watching them, trying to get from them, learn from them, get the information in. And that, because one person that I've always watched is Q That Rude Boy. He's the one that I watched when it comes to more producing melodical tones, and he got the melodical vibe going to it. So I try to transition to that phase, and then I try to dip and dab in everything that I can. And at the end of the day, it got weird, because weird for me, because now I didn't know what identity I have for myself when it comes to music. So I dropped like 2 EPs, I dropped like a couple singles and a mixtape. I remember that mixtape was when I was with my ex-girlfriend back in the day, right? Because I initially wanted to record the mixtape at home, prior to be at home and just recording it at home and just be at home. But me and my mom went through it, so I went to live with them, so I was there with her. So I finished the mixtape there at her house. So while I was on this mixtape, writing for every song and making every beat and writing for every song, it took me like 3 to 4 months to write every song. And now the 12 songs on this mixtape was finally done, and I had to release the mixtape on this specific day. I wasn't on TikTok, I was on Facebook, and I was on Instagram, but I wasn't on TikTok. I was on YouTube too, but I didn't push it on YouTube as I need to. And so I just released it. I put it on my Facebook that I got a mixtape coming out. Only got 2 likes, and it got a like from my girlfriend and my mom. Or my girlfriend at the time and my mom. It only got that 2 likes, which I felt like it's a static. And then my friends saw it, they liked it, and then my friends shared it, and it got a little bit of hype. It didn't get even close to 10 likes, but it got but it got a little hype. So I said, like, here's the Spotify link, the iTunes links, everything. I put the link right there, and yeah. And I thought initially, in my mind, I thought if I drop this mixtape, I'm gonna make it out of here, and I didn't. And right around that time, when I was dropping my links, sharing my snippets on Facebook, there was this other person. I think it was like a agent, right? A music agent, right? So we slide in my pause. So slide they send me a message on Facebook, right? And I immediately replied and like, yo, this is you. And they say like, look here, we music agents, we heard your snippet on your page, and we would like to get you to sign we would like you to help you to go sign a contract, right? So I'm like, yeah, cool, say less, bet up on it. So they they put me on blast, right? They put me on. They put me on. They be like, yeah, I got you. Don't worry, fam. Don't worry about it. We got you. You need to pay this and this and this for this to happen because we see we you don't have a much following on iTunes, Spotify, and anything. So look here. If you give me this type of money, we will give a program analyst of ours to actually get your numbers up like that, promoting your music, and within a week you would have the numbers on this platform and on this channel that you need to have. Not knowing that all of it is going to be bots. All of it is going to be bots, not real listeners, just bot listeners. All of it was going to be bots. And I'm like, cool, yeah, what's up? I paid the money. And they're like, yo, cool, pay the money, look at your numbers now. They send me an image of my numbers. I'm like, cool, yeah, numbers look good. Fine. And then she's and then she's like, what, yo, we need you to send us money because we need to get you registered on this and this and this. But we need money to get you registered on this and this and this. I'm like, all right, cool. How much does it need? This and this and that. I sent the money and boom, I sent the money and I'm like, yo, cool, I got it. At that time, I was so eager to sign a contract. I was so eager to sign a contract that I literally got so hyped, right? When she sent me a video of one of Sony's managers or region managers around in Joburg saying like, look here, saying my name, my whole government name and my stage name, saying that they want to sign me and they would love me to be part of their team. Bro, I was so fucking hyped up. I was like, yeah, we gonna make it. I even told my mom, I showed my girl at that time, I showed my brodies, I showed everybody that look here, we out of this bitch because I'm gonna sign a contract with Sony Records, right? I'm gonna sign a contract with Sony Records in the next week or two. I'm gonna go to Joburg and I'm gonna sign that shit and we out of this bed. You feel what I'm saying? We out of this, we're gone. You feel what I'm saying? Everybody was hyped up. I showed them the evidence, I'm showing them the video, I showed them everything, and I'm showing them like, yeah, they love my song, they love my shit. And I'm like, initially, damn, that mixtape really helped me. That mixtape really let me blow up. Come to think of it, man, say about a week before I had to go, Shorty hit me up and asked me, hey, are you registered with Sanro or Sampor or all that other stuff? I'm like, wait a minute, what do you mean if I'm registered with them? Oh, you need an artist identification code, meaning if you sign up with them, you get an artist identification code that allows them to play your song on the radio and on any platform that it is on, and then you will get royalty pays from them. Did you actually sign up? I said, no, I did not sign. Okay, so I need to sign up for that. How do I get to the system? She said, look here, dog, it's gonna cost you this and this to sign up. I'm like, I don't have any money anymore, bro. I just dried out my savings and poured into this. And even my mama helped me with the help me, and I poured it into this. It's a lot of money gone. I don't have any money left, and now this job doesn't give me enough money to actually cover that. Like I don't get enough money to cover that. And she's like, damn, that's gonna be the problem, kid, because you're gonna need to have a artist identification code to actually let people get your name out there. And I'm like, alright, cool, though. Let me sign a contract with Sony, then we can get a Samro identification code right at that minute when I'm done shining. And when I'm done shining, then hey, we can pay that money. You feel me? Cause I'm not a lavish nigga. I'm not gonna be like wearing chains on me and all that, and wearing expensive houses, riding big ass beams and all that. I'm not that type of person. I'm cool and calm and collective. You can give me a small room apartment with a studio and I'm good, right? We talked, we hashed, we talked it out, we went back and forth with it the whole time, she's like, look here, dog, you gonna have to, before you sign a contract, you're gonna need to be established as an artist. If you don't sign a contract, it's gonna be established to the artist. The company, the record label is gonna take all your royalties and not split none with you. I'm like, wait a minute, how the hell? So in my mind is, for me to get a whole cut for my songs from royalty checks, I need to sign up with Samro and Sampor to actually get my stuff, to get my royalties of my song. I'm like, first off, I don't even care about that. I want to sign a contract. They can keep the royalties. They can keep the songs. If and I know in my mind, I know if I write a song and the song becomes a major hit, blows up, the whole world loves it, immediately I'm still gonna. I know Sony Records gonna have over 100% of the royalties, and they're gonna have 100% of everything. I just wanted to sign the contract. I just wanted to get the money. I already told my moms. I already told everybody we're gonna get out of this beat. I already told everybody we're gonna get out of this beat. My mama even got proud of me because hey, she saw my music thing working out, and she was happy. And I told her not to tell everybody, but then she went to go and yap and tell everybody. So right now I'm desperate. Right now I'm in a state of desperation to actually sign a contract with Sony. I'm in desperation to sign a contract. No, nigga, hey, hold up, nah. So slow your roll. You still gotta go to Sambro and Sampru. So come on, get that done. So now I don't have money left. I say, look here. The other alternative is I sign a contract, I get that money from the contract, I go to Sambro and sign it, and then she says, nah, it's gonna be in breach of your contract because they're gonna actually establish you as an artist. So if you go to Sampur and Sambro, they're gonna actually see you as independent. Will you assign to a record label? It's gonna in breach of their contract, so they're gonna actually cut you out of it. And I'm like, shit. So I have to get a code before I sign so I can be established as an independent artist. And then I sign with a label. And then I'm thinking to myself, wait a minute. If I'm gonna get this artist identification code from Samro and Sample, whatever the case may be, I'm gonna get this. Then I'm gonna sign a contract. Am I still gonna take my Samro identification code? But like, it will still be available for you, but in contract, hey Evelyn, Shaggy, oh hey is it Evelyn or Evelyn and Shaggy? Oh, I'm fine. How you doing, man? I don't even know how to say your name, bro. Evelyn or Evelyn? Evelyn. I'm gonna go Evelyn. I'm good. Evelyn. Ha. Evelyn. Hey, good to meet you, Evelyn. Oh man, hey, first chat, man. I'm like happy right now. Crazy. Nice. Oh, with the heart. Oh man. Hey, my stream. Hey, for the past couple of month, I've been streaming. Streaming has been going good. I've only been streaming for a month now, but I only stream on like days that I actually get off from work that I can't actually stream, or maybe in the morning, like early in the morning for me, whenever I have to go to work. So I'll just take an hour before I get to work, then I'll start streaming. But streaming has been good. I'm getting my feet. I'm trying to get my feet. So streaming has been good. Thanks for asking though. Because real talk, man, the pressure of streaming is kind of weighing on me because somehow, somewhere, I don't have any content, or like not content, more like thanks. It is cool. Hey, shit, I don't want to like emotional dump on you, man. I don't want to like emotional dump on you. Feels like I'm gonna like emotional dump. Hey, I'm from South Africa. A small in a small suburban town, right in the corner of it, at the bottom corner. I'm from South Africa. Where you from though? Where you from, if I'm ask? Man, I hope I'm not lagging though. I hope there's no lagging going on. This is my second chat. Where you from, Evelyn? And Oh man, I feel like my stream is lagging. Oh, is it? Oh, damn, shit. Yeah, am I lagging a bit though? Cause it feels like I'm lagging a bit though. Or did you jump out the chat? Yeah, man. But as I was saying though, as I was saying, man, I would have become somewhere popular with the music thing if I just stick to it and decided to do music for like as long as I can. But music didn't really work out for me, and I can say this now because I still love music, though doing music in a whole, but somewhere somehow it feels like everything that I've learned was only created for a certain time period. And if I started to do music now, it will be really hard for me to get into with this time, because when I initially started music, it was more in the 2010s, and now since we're in the 2020s, it's gonna be more hard for me to navigate between amongst all this new styles of new esque, as people call it, like sounds. It's gonna be harder for me to actually maneuver to that and make music off it. So initially I decided to stop doing music for 3 years, 5 years actually, because my mom died 5 years ago. So I initially stopped music then, but then I picked up again. I picked up the pen and pad and the producing again for a year, and then stopped again, like 3 years ago, because I was trying to, like I said, it was really hard for me to navigate through this whole new sound, opium sound, and this opium era, or whatever the case may be, for this new young generation, because somehow the younger generation doesn't have that strong essence of trying to write something that makes sense, like trying to write a letter about having this and that. And there's so little brands of artists that actually writes meaningful words or meaningful songs that actually can get you with that. So now it's just about having random words in a song. Because hey, I'm not disrespecting anybody that's on a wave of that. I'm not disrespecting anybody that's on a wave of that. It's just right now for me to be part of this era of music is going to be hard, since I was a part of a previous era of music where hip hop was a really strong foundation of everything. So for me, hip hop is still gonna be in me. I can still write some lyrics or spit some bars there and here and there, but to navigate through that, you're gonna have like you're gonna have to build like a fan base a long time ago, and then be strong with that fan base for so long and just keep on going with that fan base. And right now, I don't even have a fan base for music right now. At least I used to have a fan base for music, but since I haven't done music in such a long while, I don't think if I've ever make a song right now, but like to that same people, like, look here, I'm back, I'm making music again. Won't you listen to my music? Here you go. I don't think that will work, and I don't think even even the selling mixtape era is gonna work either. To come around here and just sell your mixtape to people, to a bunch of random people, like, yeah, look here, here's a oh, look here, here's a hard drive, 24. I got 24 to 25 songs in this beat, and I'm trying to sell it to people as my songs, which you would like to listen to it. That that might work, but now that since everything of today is so connected with technology, bro. Everything of today is so connected with technology. It's gonna be hard for you to go door to door when everybody just open up their phone and just click on something and be like, "Hey, here it is." You know, it's gonna be hard for you to go door to door and be like, "Here, look here, this is my song." Nah, nah, nah. And people just go up on their phone like, "Hey, look here, I found it." So yeah, music for me is always gonna be my first love. Music for me is always gonna be my first love, and maybe even even along the line of streaming, as more as I stream, as the more I'm gonna stream, even along that lines, I'm still gonna try to do music regardless of that. So maybe within the streaming, I'm within the streaming space that I'm still gonna try to do music and just push my music, or not push music, and just like enjoy music, making it just like for nice occasions when I'm just chilling, vibing and stuff, or make a beat off of everything. because I still have friends amongst me that's still dedicated to music strongly as what I was used to. But I only think they are dedicated to the music scene as strongly is because somehow they don't have another fallback plan. Because initially I didn't thought I would have another fallback plan, because I was shit. I would have told myself like, it's music or nothing. I go with music or nothing. There's no other fallback plan. It's music or nothing. So I'm gonna go with music all the time. So for me, man, I really thought like music is gonna be that whole foundation for me, so I can just go straight up to music. But then in 2018 or 2019, streaming became a popular thing. YouTube was popular, but then streaming became a popular thing, and many people started streaming. There's many people that started streaming and fall into this whole life of streaming. And mind you, I've been watching streaming not since streaming became out, but I've been watching streaming for quite some time now. And I was thinking to myself, I can actually jump into this too. I'm not 30 yet, so yeah, I'm not 30 yet. I'm gonna be 30 soon, but hey, I'm not 30 yet. So jump into this wave of streaming. Music is what you wanted to do initially, but now since you don't have the passion and the drive for it anymore, find something else that you like to do, that you love doing. And what I really love doing is watching us playing games, watching animes, and sometimes me and my friends always have this debate going on. Always have this debate going on of whatever happens in the world, or we would have like a nice talk. So initially, I see I saw potential in me streaming for the reasons I want to stream is just to have a nice conversation with people. Nice good conversation with people, hear people's comments, hear people's other perspective of things, and yeah, just go off, just hitting it. And for me, it was nice at the time. It was nice at the time to actually have music as a fallback plan. But I don't think music is like the only thing that I want to do now, because now streaming is a part of it now too. Which streaming can help so much with everything. Because now if you do streaming, you can literally you can do everything within that stream. You can play games, you can talk to people, you can make music, you can have a podcast, you can have this with everything in streaming, because now it's so good that is being broadcast live to millions of people that's watching you. Is for me, man, it's like now I finally want to dabble into streaming. Just want to dabble into streaming. For now, I'm only starting on Twitch and YouTube, and I want to keep that consistent. I don't want to stream off. I don't want to go live off TikTok or maybe Facebook. I don't want to go live of them, of those platforms, which I will initially go live in the future. But for now, I don't want to expose myself so much. I get it. Get a more broader fan base. The more platforms you stream, maybe you can get a certain amount of people watching you and trying to go to other platforms and dap on other platforms that you actually initially stream from. But for me, I think initially I'm just gonna keep it on Twitch and YouTube mostly. I'm just gonna keep it initially on Twitch and YouTube mostly. For me personally, I think that is the way to go. That is the way to go for me to go on further. Yeah, but music, man, I love doing music. Man, I still love doing music till this day, really. And like I said, the people around me, they still tapped into that, because somehow a friend of mine got with the wave of this generation, because he already started with that wave when I met him, and then he was already on this Lil Yachty, Cardi, Playboy Cardi, and all those type of vibes. He was already on that type of vibes, so he's still in that, because somehow his sound is more distortion. Bro, his sound is more distortion than anything. He has this distortion sound that he loves, and somehow he will have a fan base for that sound specifically, for that distortion sound, since he says his sound is more sad boy esque. Still, I might be old. I might be too old, but I feel like having all this new slang into music, man, is it's nice. It's nice. It's nice for the younger fan bases and all that. But I don't think I would ever trying to dabble into this scenes of music, because if I will make a beat, I will still make a beat with the old skills that I have, or the skills that I still contain from back in my past days. I think I would still make beats from those type of skills as making a beat and then just hit it off, boom boom bap, put a boom bap and all that. But that's just what it is, man. That's just what it is. For me, that's just what it is, man. So yeah, music initially is not. It's not. Yeah, music for me, man. Music wasn't initially the only thing that I got going on. What I also had going on was acting, but I didn't make skits on TikTok or anything, because mind you, where I live, we didn't have the necessary resources or the money for that, and especially when most of my money that I saved to buy me better equipment had to go into uh I won't necessarily say it was a scam, because somehow it gave me hope that I could be signed to Sony Records. But yeah, most of that money had to go into that for me to get signed by Sony. And I didn't get signed by Sony. I never actually made it to them. I never actually sat there and signed a contract. I never even got out of my house to go there. Not even got out of my town to go there. But yeah, so initially that happened, and I think I'm backed up from all this, and it's sad enough for me to actually understand, because music wasn't the only thing that I wanted to do. Music wasn't necessarily the only thing I wanted to do. There was dancing, there was acting, it was more in a sense of the art culture. It was more in the sense of I wanted to get to the art culture of everything. I wanted to get more into the arts of everything. And yeah, and I I just I just love music, and I would say this till today. I love music. I love doing music. I will forever love doing music, and music will be always the foundation of where I find myself at. And yeah, so initially I'm gonna do music in the future. Maybe doing music in the future is gonna be good for me to get my mind out of a cloudy space. But I also wanted to do acting, and I'm very disappointed in myself that I didn't do small skits back when I had like this busted phone, like busted phone, bad quality type phone. Because where I come from, we don't know nothing about no iPhones. We don't know nothing about no iPhones. We know something about Hawaii. Yeah, we know something about Hawaii, and them old one Hawaii is like them first ones they came out, them small ones. We know something about that. Yeah, we know something about that. But yeah, Samsung was also a good phone to have, but it was too expensive to have a Samsung, bro. It was way too expensive to have a Samsung. So why was the only phone that you can get that's gonna give you like a decent amount of quality of what you wanted to have in your phone. Yeah, but yeah, so I'm really kind of mad at myself for not initially doing the skits and everything back in the day when I could have done the skits and everything, but I didn't. But it's also, for me, it's also a good thing that I didn't do it, because I get to learn my certain strengths and my certain weaknesses, because I want to do a podcast too, but I want to do a podcast with the person with the person that I argue with the most is my brother. I want to do a podcast with him because me and him, whenever we talk, we in an argument. We always we it's not like a fist. We always in a debate of everything. And somehow I would love to actually be open up a podcast with him. That's one of my initial goals that I want to reach, to have a podcast with him, because I want to have a podcast with him so we can talk about the things on a regular basis of what's going on in life, and just have our own opinions, not facts, but just to have your own opinions, because podcasting is what it is about, having your own opinions of things. And yeah, initially that's what I want to do, and initially that's what I'm gonna get. but I need to get this streaming off the ground. Let it run for a bit, get it rip off the ground, let it run for a bit, and see where I get with it. And if I capitalize on any success from it, then I would initially open up a channel to where I'll have a podcast channel and just have podcasts with my bro. Just have podcasts with my bro the whole time. And initially we've been talking a lot and somehow still having this conversation back and forth. We always in a small debate about having this and that and talking about this and that in the world and this and the third. Yeah, so I would love to have a podcast with them. I would love to have a podcast with them, bro. I would love to have that. So man, further ado, man, let's get into some reaction points and channels shit. Let's get to some reaction points and channels and shit. Like, yeah, initially I need no dog, no cutting. You feel like no cutting shit, you feel me? Oh, you feel me. You feel me. Shit. I listen to this shit. AMP shit. Yeah. Thing that I wanna do the whole time. Whole time I wanna do things. Whole time I wanna do things, but I can't do things. Still fire. Yo, this nigga fire though. Oh hell. Went to the beach and hey,
so look, man. Right now we waiting on a.
Hey, I like to watch some of the AMP content through Dennis and all them other mans. I like to watch their content. Their content is really funny. I like it. Let's get into this.
Hey, so look, man. Right now we waiting on a transport for the ship this bad boy to Houston, man. You know what I'm saying? We got a Jeep event down there, bro. That we went to last year, but I feel like this year gonna be 10 times.
Yeah, I kind of have my suspicions of that's gonna happen though. Reason that's gonna happen is my connection is a little bit weak as hell, and I don't wanna do anything out of touch or out of scale, but I just wanna like. Cause bro, like it's I would love to do some shit, but yeah. Damn, I don't even have the time to do it right now, shit, man. Like I cannot run like I would love to run like a whole day of just streaming straight through, but I can't. Not where I live, not in the type of area that I'm in. I can't do this stuff. I can't do this stuff, bro. I can't. The signal of my fiber is weak here. It's very weak. Even if I up my because I upped it up to an expensive one that I can't have, and I upped it to a very expensive one. So I need to go to a more expensive one. See, right now I'm only on a 50 meg line, but somehow I'm gonna need like 200 megs, 200 meg line, and I'm not in the money space for that. I'm gonna be in the future, but I'm not now. Hell nah, hell nah, hell nah. Shit, man. That's. I don't know, man. I don't know. I just wanted to stream and just talk a little bit of bullshit. I want to talk a little bit of bullshit. I'm gonna end stream now, man. I feel a little bit down now, man. Every time I start streaming and a little bit of that, I just want to end stream and feel down. Which I know I initially should use this as like a whole motivation point for me to actually do better or do what I gotta do, but I just feel down, dog. I just feel like hella down, dog. Shit. Damn. Looking got that phantom gut going on. Yeah, shit. Yo. Yeah, it's just fun, laid back and everything. Oh shit, just slide in a little bit more here. Fun and laid back, everything. Shit. I am a laid back person. No, that's not cap, bro. And mostly for the fact that somehow initially streaming be about the only thing that I want to do right now. Streaming is being about the only thing that I want to do right now. I am not in a secluded house, and I don't have the most perfect network or the perfect anything for streaming. I'm just streaming to get myself out there. I don't have everything that I need to actually get myself to streaming, but I do have what's necessary for me to get streaming. So that is just what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get my streaming right and trying to get it perfect as perfect as it can be. So for me to start really streaming, really get that point of streaming out. It does feel I do feel some type of way about it. You know, I do feel some type of way about it, and I don't know, man. Oh no. I'm gonna get this. I'm definitely gonna get this. I'm definitely gonna get this streaming started. Really from the jump. I really gotta get the streaming from the jump. So, yes, sir, ski. Yes, sir, ski. I'm gonna get the streaming from the jump. Yes, sir, ski. Most definitely gonna get this streaming from the jump. That's what I need to. That's what I have to. It's all about that. It's all about that. I don't know what it is, Bob, but it's all about that for me because I'm about to get this popping, y'all. Popping. Yeah. Yeah, so let me just sign out. Love, peace, and guidance, and everything like that. I'm about to sign out, cause right now I still got shit to do in this house that I didn't do initially when I woke up, and it's so late in the afternoon. And yeah, this is what happens when you just. Oh, this is what happens when you edit videos that you did and you didn't edit it on a previous stream that you did, and now you're editing it now, and now you also have like a platform of where to help you cut it into some sorts. Yeah, so yeah. Now I gotta upload and everything. I just wish I could just sit up and stream and not work and not worried about going to work. Not worried about going to work and working the late shift. I don't want to go work no late shift. Damn, but I got to. So yeah. I'm about to go out and go work the late shift. I don't want to go work no late shift, but I got to. I'm gonna say love, peace, and guidance. Peace to all. Love, peace, and abundance. Crazy. Yes, sir, ski. We